Hello everyone. I hope you're having a better day than yesterday. Welcome to my channel. I'm Nacola. I'm here to share with you 8 natural cures that I used to overcome depression. If you continue to watch this video, the steps may help you to overcome depression as well. This channel is to inspire you through my singing, through sharing my personal experiences, and through giving information that may add value to your life. Continue watching. I have something great in store for you.
He's a pain taker. If you feel lost, he's a way
to overcome depression. The first step is prayer. You will have to maintain an active prayer life. Yes, I know some of you don't pray, but that's what I did, and that's what helped me greatly. I spoke to the higher source, and I constantly prayed for healing, and I constantly prayed for wholesomeness. I asked God to take this cup from me, take the situation from me, because in fact, depression is a deep emotional pain that I am unable to explain to you, but it is darkness, right? So I used prayer every single day. All throughout the day I was praying, but prayer alone maybe would not do it, because there were other steps that I needed to take in to help me to lift my depression. The next step that I used was exercise. I would walk a lot. I was single. I wasn't a mom yet, but I used to walk and walk and walk through the beautiful park before the sun rises, right? And I used to walk a lot. I used to visit nature a lot, and this would help me. I was around water a whole lot. But exercise, I walked briskly, and I played lawn tennis, and I would I run? No, I just walked. That's my thing. I'd go up in the reservoirs and I would just walk 3-4 miles around the reservoirs, and I got in touch with nature. So that is one stone that I used to kill 2 birds right there. Okay, so no, we are not doing any killing of birds, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so the third step, before I move on to the third step, I want to share with you that it was Plato, right? Plato said that in order for a man to succeed, right, in life, he has to have 2 means. And the 2 means, he said, it was physical activities and education. And he said once you have these 2, or you can attain these, you have these 2 things in your life, you can attain perfection. The third step now that I used was nutrition. I realized that I was eating the same things all the time, and I was not mindful that I wasn't getting a balanced diet, right? So I just ate the same carbs and chicken or whatever it is. But you need to have a balanced diet in order to feel well. That plays a very important role in your healing. And also, where nutrition is concerned, it is important to take your vitamins and minerals. In my case, I go strictly natural, so I'll go to the health food store and I will buy my potassium, my magnesium, I'll take my zinc, I take my iron. And I realized when I started taking the potassium and magnesium, then I was not feeling fatigue anymore. All right, so nutrition plays an important role. Then what I used was positive affirmation. I'm going to share some positive affirmations with you, and you can research your very own on YouTube. I was fearfully and wonderfully made. Or you could use Google as well. I was fearfully and wonderfully made. I am enough, right? I will accept change. And I'm gonna get a few for you, right? I'm gonna get a few for you. One moment, please. You have to go in the room. I'm recording. Go in your room. I'm recording.
What are you doing?
All right. So some positive affirmations are: I acknowledge that the only constant in my life is change, and I'm prepared for it. I am feeling healthy and strong today, right? I am loved. I am loving. I give. I am given. I have the courage to make it through this day. I am grateful with my life. I am free from past and future feelers. I have let go of my perceived limitations. I have released all harmful tension from my body and my mind. I am free from jealousy, from irritation, from anger, and the feelings of unworthiness. And I have let go of all pain from my past. Right, so those were some affirmations that I wanted to share with you, and I really hope that you like them. All right, so with that said, with the affirmations, I used to record my thoughts. I recorded the date and the time that I was really feeling down, because some days were worse than other days, right? Mark you, where I am concerned, I was still functioning. I was still singing, going everywhere singing. I was still socializing, and I was still working, right? And there were days that I couldn't get up to go to work, I must admit. But with the affirmations, I pushed myself through. So on the days that I felt really, really, really hurt and felt like I cannot get out of bed, I would record my thoughts, right? The date and the time, and I would actually catch myself thinking negative thoughts. The negative thoughts could range from if mom and dad were there, would they have hurt me the way they did? Or what could have been done differently, the emotional pains that I felt with broken relationships and things like that. And I would replace my negative thoughts with positive thoughts. I thought of things that would make me happy, or things that made me happy. I thought of the moments in life that I really had fun, right? And the next thing I used was binaural beats and music. Binaural beats is actually two sounds, one for the left ear, one for the right ear. And when you really hear the sound, it sounds as if it's one beat, but it's actually two different beats that they use to put together, so that you can get therapy from it. It's actually wave therapy, right? The effects of this is that it relaxes you. It's very soothing, and it brings balance and harmony into your life. And the seventh thing, I thought of was actually the sources that were still alive and well, who hurt me. I would confront them, and I would ask, why did you cause me pain? Why did you do what you did? And when you speak to the source, you realize that hurt people hurt people. They were going through whatever pain they had in life, and they hurt you, and the cycle continues, right? And I want you to know today that you may not always get closure for the pain and hurt that you went through. You may not always get closure, but you have to think that you are enough. You are whole. You're amazing. God made you amazing. God made you wonderful. He says you were fearfully and wonderfully made. And you have to believe that. People in the past made me feel like I was unworthy. I was unworthy because I did not have the same opportunities they did. That affected me, but I am able to overcome that because when I started believing in myself, when I started forgiving, I started feeling whole. I started feeling light. I started feeling, when I started forgiving, that a burden was lifted from my shoulder. Right? Forgiveness means you win. That's what it means. It means you win. Forgiveness can lower stress significantly. And forgiveness can also help you to release those trapped emotions. Right? Can help you to release those trapped emotions. Knowing what I know now, that is a phase of my life, depression, that I have overcome. I am victorious in, and it's because I follow all these steps. The last thing I did was I realized that even though I did all the above mentioned, that I needed to speak with someone who I don't know really, right? Counseling. I got counseling. I realized that I needed to fix this. And so I made my appointment and I went in and I spoke to a counselor. She was the most beautiful person on the planet to me, right? She listened. She was, she sympathized, very empathetic, and she allowed me to speak. I got things off my chest that I wasn't able to tell anybody or share with anyone because I didn't think that I had a safe environment. So with counseling, you can find help to discover your new path forward, right? It is personalized therapy in a safe environment, non-judgmental environment, in a confidential environment. And once you have the safe environment, once you have the non-judgmental environment and the confidential environment, then you can overcome any little problems. You're treating the problem, right? And then the symptoms will eventually go away. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I wish you a speedy recovery. I wish you well. I did not create this because I just want to talk, because I do not like coming in front of the camera, because I believe that I write better than I talk. That was my outlet. All throughout my life was to write. And I process, while I'm writing, I process everything better. So talking is not really my niche, but I am learning that if I want to help others, then I have to come outside of that shell and sit down in front of a camera and explain to you so many things that you can get help from. You may not get it from any other source but me. And so I want you to know that you are worthy. I know I said that before, but I want to assure you that you are worthy, that you are important, that you are royalty, and you are special, right? Get the help that you need. So I go over the steps that I used. I used prayer, exercise, nutrition, positive affirmations. I recorded my thoughts more than anything else. I didn't speak. I used binaural beats, I confronted my source, and then when I see that I was getting out of my old problem, there was one last step that I needed to do, and it was to talk, because I bottled things up. When you bottle up your emotions, when you hold on to them, you are causing harm to yourself more than anything else. Let it go. Find someone to speak to, and if you can't get to a counselor, just find someone to talk to about the problems, and forgive. It will make your life a whole lot better. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching. And I'm happy that I was able to complete this video for you so that you can get the steps that you need. That helped me. All right. So remember that you're amazing and you have a right to be here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell so that we can stay in touch. All right. Bye-bye. And I'm out. See you in my next video.